What's going on YouTube? It's Wamu here, and today I am going to be bringing you a new deck profile that I wanted to share with you guys. This deck profile is a little bit different than what I've done before. It's a pretty unique one. It is starring the Umbreon Pyukumuku deck, which I will definitely go into. It's pretty cool. I have been playing this on TCG Online, and I have enjoyed it. It's pretty fun. It actually does do pretty well. Obviously, there's some cards, Mega Mewtwo's, Rayquazas, things like that. They kind of beat you up pretty quickly if they can set up a little faster than you. But it's still pretty competitive. Sorry, can't even talk right now. But yeah, let's go over some of the Pokemon that I'm using in this deck. So obviously, I'm gonna be running a 4 lineup of Eevees from the Sun and Moon set, which has the ability Energy Evolution. Pretty simple. And I'm pretty sure all you guys already know it. When you attach a basic card, energy card from your hand to this Pokemon during your turn, you may search your deck for the Pokemon that evolves from this Pokemon. So it's pretty cool. I'm running 4 of these. And after that, I'm going to be running a 3 lineup of Umbreon GX. Umbreon GX is a 200 hit Pokemon. HP Pokemon Dark with Strafe for 30 damage. For 1 energy, you may switch the Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon. It's pretty cool. I have used it a couple times. But the main attack that we will be focusing on is Shadow Bullet. For 3 energies, it does 90 damage, plus this attack does 30 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. So it's a pretty cool card to snipe off some Pokemon that are weak and they're trying to be hidden to get the extra prize card. So I run 3 of these. And here's the other star of the show, which basically helps me set up everything, is the Pyukumuku card, which is a pretty cool card actually, with the ability Interrouts. If this Pokemon is your active Pokemon is knocked out by damage from the opponent attack, put 6 damage counters on your attacking Pokemon, which is pretty cool. It's like a bursting balloon. So I'm running 4 of these. Sometimes you'll be surprised when you put this on the on your active spot. They just do not want to attack it until they're either ready to knock it out because they know they're gonna get hit. So if it deters them a couple turns to help you set up, I mean, it's awesome. So I'm running 4 of these in this lineup. So 4 of those. Running a Zoroark. One of those and 1 Zoroark for the ability Stand-In. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon is on your bench, you may switch this Pokemon with your active Pokemon. And then with the attack Mind Jack for 2 colorless energies. This attack does 30 more damage for each of your opponent's bench Pokemon. So I know for instance Rayquaza, Mega Rayquaza is still pretty popular in the meta right now. So when you're up against like Mega Rayquaza, the damage that this card does is amazing because they use Skyfield and they load up their benches because the more Pokemon they have, the more damage they do. So this card is awesome. I run a 1-1 lineup. Maybe I can switch it for something else, but as of right now, it's done pretty well for me. Let's see if I can move that. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. Alright. And the last Pokemon that I use is a Rangaroo. Now, I'm using the Rangaroo because 1, I don't have Shamans. Just don't have them. Too expensive. I thought about buying a couple of them, but knowing that Roaring Skies is going to be eventually rotated out of the rotation, I don't know if I want to waste my money on it. So I'm using a Rangaroo. Auxiliary probably could work, but I don't really want to risk having a Rem Raid up first or things like that. So I decided to go to Rangaroo. Everyone knows its ability that once during your turn, if you have before your turn, you may draw until you have 3 cards in your hand. It's like a mini version of Auxiliary, but it does have a cool attack, Psychic. For 3 colorless energies, this does damage to 60 plus. So this attack does 20 more damage times the amount of energies attached to your opponent's Pokemon. So the more they stack up, the more damage this little bad boy does. So I run 1 of these for the extra draw support, really. Alright, so that's my Pokemon lineup. I'll pull these out real quick. And we'll go over these supporters, trainers, items, things like that. So first thing, for draw support, we run four Professor Sycamores. Great draw supporter. Discard your hand and then draw 7 new cards. So that's an obvious one right there. We are only going to run 2 ends just to help out for the early game. Just 2. It seems to work a little bit better. I did run 3 or 4, but it kind of ran kind of clunky, slowed down the game a little bit. So I decided just to put 2, and it's been pretty well. Done pretty well with that. 1 Lysander, just for, strong card. Helps you pull out that Pokemon that's in the back bench, just chilling. You can easily one-shot it, whether it be a Shaman, something like that. So I run 1 copy of those. We also run 4 copies of Via Seekers. Put a supporter card from your discard pile into your hand. A great card. So I run 4 of those. I run 4 trainer mails. I ran 2, so I swapped out the 2 ends for 2 trainer mail, and I think it works a lot better that way. Look at the top 4 cards of your deck. You may reveal the trainer card you find, and put into your hand. I think this card works pretty well with this deck, so I'm running 4 of those. 4 Ultra Balls. Nope, don't have any gold ones. Wish I did. I'm actually missing a few cards for my deck. For my set to complete it. Ultra Balls 1 and a hyper rare Lunala. So, anyone wants to trade for a hyper rare Lunala? Shoot me a message down below in the comment section, alright? I ain't gonna ask for Ultra Balls. Way too expensive. So I run 4 of those, and obviously just discard 2 cards, pull out a Pokemon that you need. So I run 4 of those. I run 2 Nest Balls for the basic Pokemon to start out my bench. Eevees, Pyukumukus, things like that. So I run just 2 copies of Nest Balls. Excuse me. 1 Lily. I actually like Lily. I feel like Lily is stronger. It's a better card than what people are giving it credit for. I run at least 1 in most of my decks. Obviously not all of them, but for this particular deck it runs well. Draw cards since you have 6 cards in your hand. Also, if it's your first turn, you can draw 8 cards instead of 6. So that's pretty strong if that's actually in your hand. So I run 1 copy of her. I run 1 Professor Kukli. Draw 2 cards, plus after doing that, you can also do 20 more damage to an attack. So this sometimes can help you knock out that one Pokemon that you just need that little extra oomph. So I run 1 copy of that one. I run 2 Float Stones. 2 Float Stones, easy, just to get the retreat cost down to 0. Helps you pull out Pokemon, switch them back into the active spot. So run 2 of those. Now this is where I run something a little different. I run 2 Poison Barbs. I run this because ideally I like to attach it to a Pyukumuku, because if they kill me, they take 6 damage plus this 10 damage per turn. So right there, 70 damage for just knocking out my 1 Pokemon. Yes, they knock it out to get a prize card, but with this it helps wither down those heavy HP Pokemon. Incineroar with 250, Solgaleo with 250. 220, things like that. So this is the reason why I run 2 of these. And yes, I do kind of typically like just to use them for Pyukumuku, but I do put them on Umbreon or Zoroark sometimes. But I run 2 copies of those. This is kind of like a little energy disruption, these next 2 cards. So I run 1 Team Flare Gun. Discard any energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. Tauros, double colorless, Umbreon. There's a lot of double colorless energies running around, so I run 1 copy of this and 1 copy of Enhanced Hammer. Same thing, discard special energy attached to your Pokemon. Boom, gone. Kind of slows them down a little bit. Hopefully they don't pull, another one, but it does help you at least get almost one turn there. I run 1 copy of Super Rod, because there are going to be those times where you're going to discard Umbreons or energies early game just to set up. So Super Rod, at least you can always kind of put them right back into your pile. Alright, so I run one of those, and for the trainer, for the stadium, I run 3 reverse rallies, and I will always use it this side up. It gives you, for any dark, choose which way you choose this card face down before you play it. So if I play it this way, my dark Pokemon do 10 more damage. So that extra 10 damage does come into play, and it's helped me out a lot. So I run 3 of these. So that's my lineup of trainer supporters, items, and all that good stuff. Actually, you know what? I'll just leave it. I should have just left it because the next one's pretty simple stuff. Sorry about that. I run 1, 2, 3, 4 double colorless, and a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 dark lineup of energies. Pretty standard for dark. 4 and 4, 9. So that is the deck profile of the Pyukumuku and Umbreon deck. I don't know why I like saying that, but it is pretty cool. So definitely let me know what you guys think. If you guys try it, shoot me down some comments down below so I can take a read them up. Let me know if you tried it, how they work for you guys, things like that. And till next time, guys, take it easy.